Good morning, budding bookworms. Is it raining at your house? It's really raining here. Welcome to spring. Today we're going to talk about becoming an author. But first I want to sing a song. I think you know it. It's called The More We Get Together. Can you sing it with me? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Now let's do the more we sing together. The more we sing together, the more we sing together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we sing together, the happier we'll be. And today we're talking about books. So we're going to do the more we read together. The more we read together, the more we read together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Okay, today we're going to talk about you becoming an author. So we're going to look at some books today, and we're going to see what we can learn about this book called Spring is Here. So on the front cover, you see the title, Spring is Here. You see a picture about the story. And then down at the bottom, can you see the author's name? Right here, Mary Packard. Down below that is another name, and it says illustrated by Claudine Jeffrey. Now that means Claudine, she drew all the pictures in the book. And Mary did all the words in the book. So Mary is the author. Also on the front cover, down in the corner, is the company called Scholastic. I know most of you know Scholastic from school. They are the publishers of the book. That means they made this book. So that's pretty cool, right? So we're going to read the story and see what Mary wrote and what Claudette drew. Goodbye, winter. Goodbye, snow. Spring is on the way. Hello, flowers. Hello, sun. A robin is here to stay. Newborn chicks in their nest, learning how to sing. Ice cream trucks with ringing bells are also a sign of spring. I love the sound my bat makes when it hits the ball. Of the many sounds of spring, that one's best of all. Swans and ducklings in the pond follow one by one. Tiny plants will grow so tall in the bright, warm sun. Looks like they're planting their garden. A soft, cool breeze lifts my kite and messes up my hair. Goodbye, coats. Goodbye, hats. Hello, warm spring air. My mom packs a picnic lunch. We eat it at the park. It's fun to stay up with the sun and play outside till dark. Brand new leaves in shades of green pop out on every tree. Then out burst soft pink petals to keep them company. Can you see the robins in the tree? Flowers shoot up from the ground, spreading color all around. Raindrops make a splashing sound, and everything looks new. I love spring. Do you? What a good book Mary wrote. So we're going to look at another book. This is a popular one at the library because it's funny. So we'll look at the front cover again. The title is Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Can you see the author's name? Can you see the illustrator's name? For this book, the author and the illustrator are the same person, Mo Willems. Hi, I'm the bus driver. Listen, I've got to leave for a little while. So can you watch things for me until I get back? Thanks. Oh, and remember, don't let the pigeon drive the bus. I thought he would never leave. Hey, can I drive the bus? Please? I'll be careful. I tell you what, I'll just steer. My cousin Herb drives a bus almost every day. True story. Vroom, 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 vroom. Pigeon at the wheel. No, I never get to do anything. Hey, I've got an idea. Let's play Drive the Bus. I'll go first. Come on, just once around the block. I'll be your best friend. How about I give you $5? No fair. I bet your mom would let me. What's the big deal? It's just a bus. I have dreams, you know. Fine. Let me drive the bus. I'm back. You didn't let the pigeon drive the bus, did you? Great. Thanks a lot. Uh-oh. Bye. Hey. What's he thinking? So this is a very funny book, and the pictures are very simple, and there's thought bubbles. So when the pigeon was thinking about things, Mo used a thought bubble, and that's what he was thinking about. Now we're going to look at a different style of book. This is called The Lion and the Rat. So once again, can you find the artist's name? Yes, up here. Brian Wildsmith. But Brian was not the author of this book. He has retold the story. It's an old story that's been told over and over and over many, many times. So Brian is retelling the story and drawing the pictures for it. So they are very large pictures, and there's a moral to the story. And we'll talk about that at the end. One day, a rat walked by accident between a lion's paws. But the lion allowed him to escape unharmed. The rat thanked the lion and said, "One day I shall repay you for your kindness." The lion laughed to himself. How could such a small, tiny creature help me, the Lord of the Jungle, he thought. A few months later, the lion was out hunting in the forest when he fell into a trap. He roared in fury, and he struggled with all his might. But he could not escape. All the animals heard the lion and rushed to find him. The lion asked each one of them in turn for help. But they said, "How can weak creatures like us help you, the Lord of the Jungle?" And so they went away. Just then, the rat came by. He saw the lion in trouble and ran to help him. He gnawed and gnawed right through the net until at last the lion was freed. So the little rat, by patience and hard work, was able to do what the lion in all his strength and rage could not. By Brian Wildsmith. Did you find out what the moral of the story was? Telling us how to live? There it is on the last page. The little rat, with patience and hard work, it didn't matter that he was tiny. He was able to help his friend who had helped him before. Good story. Okay, another style of books is cartoons. I love looking at cartoon books. I'm sure you do too. So this book is called Cartooning. And we have many books at the library about how to draw. So if you want to be an artist, this is one style you can draw. So we can do faces. We can do hats, bodies. And today we're going to do this one. So if you have a piece of paper ready, we're going to try and draw. This is called an officer. So I'm going to move him over and I'll put my paper up there so you can see. So got your pencil ready? I'm going to use a marker. So it's very simple to draw cartoons. As you can see, the first picture is just an oval. So there's his head. The next picture, we're going to draw his nose in. So I go for the oval, but I leave a space for his big nose. The next one, we're going to add some more features. So we do the oval, his nose, and now we're going to add a mustache and some eyelashes. Next one, we do the oval again. Big nose, eyelashes again, mustache, and this time we're going to give the officer a hat. So there's his brim. Very simple. And you can color it in. And he also has an ear. So let's just put his ear over here. Is it starting to look like a face? Okay, one more. Oval again. Big nose, mustache, eyelashes, his hat, colored in again. Oh, now he has some hair. Put his ear back on. And this time we're going to give him a uniform. So we just color it in. And maybe give him a tie. Does that look like an officer? As easy as that. That's cartooning. You don't have to have lots of talent to be an artist. You can just draw any way you like. Okay, going on about drawing, I have another book that we have at the library, and it's How to Draw Superheroes. So I'm going to give you an idea of things that you could draw for superheroes. So this one is a teen hero. So see, you start over here with his basic body, and there he is running. Or here the teen is looking like he's going to jump, like he's going to fly. Another one is animals. So you start with the basic shape of the animal, and just like in cartooning, you start to add details. More details, more hair, and then at the end you can color it. We'll look at one more. Cars or vehicles. Once again, you start with a basic shape, put some wheels on it. Next one, start adding more details, and you can make a car any way you like. This is called shading. You shade in the windows and some of the designs. You can color it black. And then in your last one, you put in all the details in the shading. And you have a hero's vehicle. So if you go online on our website, you can find lots of how to draw books. And we'll put them aside for you, and you can pick them up at the curb. Okay, we're going to do one more type of book, and this is called a graphic novel. Okay, a graphic novel tells a story in a different way. As you can see on this page, it is all divided into shapes, squares and rectangles. And then there's bubbles of words that tell the story. So I would like to try with you to do a graphic page. We're not going to do a whole book, but we're just going to get a plain piece of paper, and we're going to make a graphic story on one page. So if you have your pencil again, we're going to divide the page, first of all, in half. And then I'm just going to do mine in squares. But as you can see from this graphic novel, they've done squares, the rectangles, and a larger square. And usually they're very cartoon characters. All right, my story is going to be a storm is coming. So my first square is, this doesn't show up very clear. Can you see that's a sun? And in the sky with the sun is a cloud. Now I'm choosing not to put words with my graphic story, but you could add those. So the next square will tell the next stage of my story. So my sun is going to be gone. My cloud has changed color. It is turning black. Next square tells the next stage of my story. I'm going to draw my clouds again. But this time, I'm going to color them all black. Just like today, it's a storm coming. And out of the dark clouds are coming the raindrops. Okay, next square. Once again, I draw my black clouds. And they're still black. And it's still raining. But I need to add to my story. So I am going to add an umbrella. Somebody is going out for a walk in the rainstorm. What a fun thing to do. Okay, I have 2 more squares. So to finish my story, I've still got the 2 clouds. They're black, but they're not going to be solid. But on the ground now is, can you guess what that is? Puddles! Don't you just love going after a rain, jumping in the puddles? And for my last square, the last part of my story, sun comes back out. My cloud is now blue again. And what happened? It helped the flowers grow. That is my simple graphic story. So you can do a graphic story in a book form with many pages. I just chose to just do 1 page, just to keep it simple. Okay, I have another story. This is called Look, I Wrote a Book. Exactly what we're talking about today in becoming an author. So this book is going to help us to know how to become an author. Look, I wrote a book, and you can too. When you want to write a book, first you need a good idea. And you can get that idea from your brain, your notebook, staring out the window, people, or just all around wherever you go. See what she has above her head? A thought bubble. She's thinking, what can I write a book about? Basically, you can write any book you like, except here's what you have to know. You have to know what you're talking about. For instance, if you're writing a book about dinosaurs, but you don't know any good dinosaurs' names, then nobody's going to believe what you say. Look at they're walking away. They said, baloney. And here's what else you have to know. Who is it for? If you're writing a book for your grandma, for example, but it's all about tractors and dump trucks, oh, she'll just be snoring because it's not even interesting to her. You should write about things grandmas love, like the olden days, or tap dancing, or about you. This is when I was a tiny baby. And Grandma says, it seems just like yesterday. If you're writing a bedtime book for babies, you can't have any monsters inside, or they'll be screaming and not sleeping. Look at the babies. Wah, wah, wah. And here's the title of her book. Monsters Will Eat You. Not good for babies. Next, you will sit still and do some quiet concentrate. Get all your crayons in a row. You have to have a table, a pencil, paper, and maybe a stapler. And then your imagination. Here's a plan. She drew it out. So she needs to think through, what am I going to put in my story? Now you need a good title. What is your story going to be called? Here are some good stories and good titles. This is called a how-to manual. So it's called How to Take Your Penguin for a Walk by me. This is a horror one. Spiders on the ceiling. This is a tragedy. Cleaning my room. This one's a history book. It's all about when she was a baby. This one's a mystery. The title is Only One Shoe? Here are some not good ones. How to change a diaper. A history of lettuce. Not good. What about pretty puppies? They don't look very pretty. I think the person would be disappointed if they opened that book. So plan. You definitely need a story. So basically you have a hero like me. Now here's your big thought bubble. She's thinking about her story. Something she wants. Maybe a horse. Something stopping her, like a teacher or a baby or a criminal. Or something happens. She spies a horse in a field. But what goes wrong? The horse runs away. But now she gets what she wants in the end. See, the horse came back? She finds the horse again and tames it and rides it home. That sounds like a really good story. So we need a title, we need an idea, and a storyline. So I'm going to read one story, and we're going to see what this story is about and who the story is for. And this is also a teaching book, so at the end we'll see what it teaches us. I should go back. I Spy on the Farm. Can you find the author's name? Edward Gibbs. I Spy. I spy with my little eye something yellow that begins with D? Quack, quack. I'm a duckling. I spy with my little eye something red that begins with an R. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I'm a rooster. I spy with my little eye something white that begins with an L. Bah, bah. I'm a lamb. I spy with my little eye something pink that begins with a P. Oink, oink. I'm a pig. I spy with my little eye something gray that begins with a G. Ma, ma. I'm a goat. I spy with my little eye something black that begins with an H. Nay, nay. I'm a horse. I spy with my little eye something brown that begins with a C. Moo, moo. I'm a cow and I spy you. What can you spy with your little eye? So this book actually has a hole in it. You can spy. Okay, so who do you think this book is for? Yes, young children. And they're learning in the book. We'll do the first page again so you can see what I mean. So there's colors, there's letters, and there's sounds. So this is a good teaching book. And then it has their name. I'm a duckling. That's just a fun book to write. So now, if you've got all your papers ready, I got lots. See, quite a few there. And I'm going to fold it in half, like this, so that it will look like a book. So you know what we need on the front? Can we look at this book again? We need a title. We need a picture of what your story is. And we need the author's name. Guess who the author is? It's going to be you. I hope you have fun today on this rainy day, just thinking about what you would like to write a story about. If you'd like to send me a picture, I would love to post that so everybody could see. So it's time to say goodbye, and it has been fun. I love talking about books. So have fun with yours. We'll see you next week. We're going to be talking about bugs, bees, and butterflies. Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye.